Hauser makes a start today. South Freelick in his big league debut. He's in right. Should be a fun one. And stepping into the play-by-play, here is Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And this broadcast once again is authorized by the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club, intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use without the expressed written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club is prohibited. This legal disclaimer, I should say, is brought to you by the Boucher Automotive Group. Visit them today at Boucher.com. Pretty nice day today for most of the day. About an hour and a half ago, or 2 hours, maybe, heavy rains moved through the area. The roof is closed at American Family Field. The rains are still hanging around and are going to be around here for a while yet. But with the roof closed, no problemo. Come on out. Still got some room for you. Adrian Hauser is all set to open up Game 2, and here it is. He missed down low and away, and we are underway. One ball and no strikes. Next offering is hit to right, a base hit. Soft little line drive, and the Braves have the leadoff man aboard. One on for Atlanta, starting off with a leadoff man aboard. Here is Ozzie Albies, Braves second baseman. Austin Riley, who's been red hot, is due next. And the pitch. Albies sends one in the air into left center, playable, and going to be caught by Perkins. Didn't wait long for that one. First pitch. He flies to center. Here's Austin Riley, who's been red hot. Riley, 2 out of 4 last night, including his 21st home run of the year. Hauser deals, and he dropped one a little bit low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, I got some heavy rains about an hour ago, and they're still hanging around here, but roof closed, perfect. Inside, swinging a bouncer, hit foul up along the third base side. Riley last night, his 5th home run in his last 4 games for Atlanta. He's been hot. And the pitch, hit foul again. Had a good rip at a fastball around the outside. Ball 1 and strike 2 on him. Right-handed batter waiting. Playing at third base. Hauser sets again. And the runner goes. They've got him picked off, and he threw to first instead of second. And that's going to be a stolen base for Ronald Acuna Jr. If Hauser steps off and goes to second, they have him easily. But he threw to first with Acuna running and more than halfway to second base. Stolen base number 76 for Atlanta. They do it all.
Way over half of those belong to Acuna. That was his 45th.
Isn't that something? The year he's having again. 23 home runs for him. 58 runs batted in. Riley waiting on a 1-2 pitch. He took down low and inside. Ball 2 and strike 2 now.
In a 40-40 season where he hit 40 homers and steal 40 bases is rare enough. He could be a 40-80 guy this year.
He's getting there. He's getting there. 2-2 pitch. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Got him on a low inside sinking fastball. Big strikeout for Adrian Hauser. That's number 40 on the year for him. And Acuna is one of those guys, too, Jeff, that is entirely on his own.
No doubt. Yeah, there are no stop signs for him.
Anything he wants to do, go right ahead. And he's one of those guys that if he's going to steal a base, high fastball, it's 1 ball and no strikes. With 2 men out, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's not going to take any chances and, put the club in a jeopardy spot instead of a scoring spot where he is right now. Unless it's absolutely positive. Changeup down low. It's 2-0.
He's another one of those guys like Ellie De La Cruz of Cincinnati, and he's only been doing it for a month and a half now, De La Cruz. But you can't take your eyes off him.
If he sees something that he knows he can get, he'll take it. Swing and a miss by Matt Olson. 2 balls on a strike. I mean, if you have a player like Acuna, who is still in conversation with Willie Adames, he's going to take whatever you let him have. And in this case, a pretty good lead at second base. 3-1 now. Hauser missed high and wide. And again, for the most part, he's not going to do anything that's going to cost his club. From the stretch. Here it is. That one is inside the ball, and he walked him. Sean Murphy coming up now. 290 with 17 home runs for Murphy. Talking about the home run department, the Braves have 184 home runs. 184. Brewers on the other side have 103. And with most clubs, that's the way it is. The Braves out-hit you power-wise. There's a strike. Malachi Moore is calling the balls and strikes tonight. Sean Murphy, the batter. Marcelo Zuna is due next. Hauser with 2 on and 2 outs. And the pitch. A strike again. Trying to pitch out of it here. Braves won the opener last night, 6-4, and Hauser is all set again. Here it is. Just missed the outside. Contreras tried to pull that one back in there a little bit to get the call, but not for more. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sean Murphy, right-handed batter, doing the catching for Atlanta. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Contreras hangs on for the strikeout. Second strikeout in the inning. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Baseball brought to you in part by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Alan Winans making his major league debut tonight for Atlanta. And with Christian Yelich in there, he opens up down low and inside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Fifth Atlanta player to debut this year. The pitch. Change up off the outside. 2-0 now. New sign for the right-hander. And the pitch. Yelich came up empty. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls on a strike. Quick trip around the bases presented by Mars Wrigley per usual. Tonight's contestant Kathy Wildman from Kenosha. Chance for $100. Swinging a foul. That one popping away from Murphy. Ball 2 and strike 2 on Christian Yelich. Contreras, who's been red hot, is due next. Then Willie Adames. Crowd tonight should be in that 37 to 38,000 range. Nice gathering for the weekend. 37 plus last night. Too low on Yelich. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Christian. Ready to work. Winans deals again. Yelich bounces one towards right. Albies has that and throws him out. There's one away. William Contreras has been red hot. Average up to 277. Sitting on 10 home runs with 37 driven in. Brewers score in the first inning. Kathy Wildman gets $100. Compliments of Mars, Wrigley, and Quick Trip. Swing and a miss, down low and away, and he went after it. 2 out of 4 in last night's opening win for Atlanta. Winans ready again. Here it is. This time he fouled it. Had a good swing and fouled it back. 2 strikes on the Brewers catcher. Talking during last night's game and with Craig Counsell on his pregame show tonight about the Braves catching, which is outstanding. Brewers don't take a second seed either. Caratini and Contreras, swing and a miss, struck him out, have been doing unbelievably well. Here's Willie Adames, Brewers shortstop, with 17 home runs on the year. Driven in 48. Winans deals too low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Pitched in 18 games with 13 starts at Gwinnett this year, which is right side of Atlanta. No, it might be on the left side of town. Swinging a fly ball, hit to right center, playable. Harris has that one. Yeah, that AAA club for Atlanta is right down the street.
It's about 40 minutes away.
Back and forth.
Yep.
All right. Brewers go 1-2-3 for Atlanta. Jeff and I were talking during our commercial break about Richmond, Virginia, being the Braves' former AAA club a long, long time ago. And now Ozuna hit one foul, strike one. Now it is Gwinnett as the AAA affiliate for Atlanta, which is, I don't know, right down the street. Not that much of a trip to get back and forth and move players around. Ozuna took a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. The reason I remember Richmond way back, 1967, 2-strike delivery. Here comes Adrian Hauser, and he hit it foul. Stayed alive. Still 0-2. We traveled to Richmond on a day off to play an exhibition game against the Richmond Braves, and it was at that very time that the Braves had brought back to the major leagues. The pitch, Ozuna bounces, foul again. They brought back one of the great Negro players at that time and in his playing career in the major leagues with the Cleveland Indians. But he came up short of his playing time for a major league pension. Swing and a miss, struck him out with a high fastball, and that is number 3 for Adrian Hauser. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference, and there is for Eddie Rosario. There's one out. But Satchel Paige at that time lacked 30 or 31 days to qualify for a major league pension. He was in the major leagues 4 years, and some days, whatever it was, bouncer hit to short. Going to be a tough play. Willie Adames throws, and it's going to be late. And Rosario's going to have an infield base hit. But the rules for a major league pension at that time, which wasn't into law that long, it was players in the major leagues for many, many years that never had a pension. There was no pension. But they moved one of the people off the pension list and put Satchel Paige on. Fastball, and it's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1 now on Orlando Arcia, who hit that big home run in last night's win for Atlanta, his 10th of the year. But Satchel Paige, who was legendary, still is. And Orlando took it low and away on a slider. It's even now at 1-1. But Satchel joined us in Richmond, Virginia, and he was 65 years old at that time, and he pitched.
It's incredible.
And that one is hit foul by Orlando Arcia. I remember because I caught that game. Exhibition game, of course. But Satchel pitched in that game and pitched in a number of exhibition games for us during the rest of the year. Well, he wasn't on the roster the rest of the year. They had him for 30 days or 31, whichever one it was. And once that is strike three called, and Arcia knew it. He's gone. Second strikeout in the inning, fourth overall for Adrian Hauser. But when he got to his 30-day time, or 31, whichever one it was, Satchel left us. But that 1 month that he was with us and telling stories from his playing career was one of the best times of my whole career. It really was. Down low, it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Learning the things that you learned from Satchel Paige on how things were done before, because when he was playing with you, he was in his 60s.
He was 65 years old, Jeff. And finally, I mean, the best part of the whole deal was that Satchel, swing and a miss by Michael Harris II. Satchel finally qualified for a pension. And then he was done, and he got the pension and went on to retirement. But those days that he was with us, and a couple of exhibition jobs that he played in, a couple of home run contests that he pitched. We had one in Philadelphia, and I was doing the catching again for Satchel, who was pitching. Nobody told him it was a home run hitting contest. He thought he was trying to get these guys out. And he kept throwing one slider after another. And it was the Phillies' Richie Allen who finally said to me, what is this guy trying to do? I said, I don't know. I don't think anybody told him he's supposed to let you guys hit the ball. And by the time they finally got it through to Satchel, he didn't want to do it anymore. He didn't want to let people hit home runs against him, even though it was, pregame show. And the pitch, right down the middle, strike three called, and the inning is over. And so it's Satchel. He was one of the great times of my career. Leroy. Nothing. Jesse Winker will lead things off for the Crew here in the second. Alan Winans delivers, and he is a little low and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Jeff and I were talking during our break here, and again with the 1-0 delivery, it is in there on the inside corner with a fastball strike, and it's even. With the accessibility that we have today to information, of any kind. Now the stretch and the pitch. It is in there again, and Uecker not happy with that call by Moore. But to think back to that time for me in the live action department where Satchel was with us for that 1 month, and the stories that he told, stuff I'll never forget. I treasure each and every time I had a chance to talk with Satchel or catch him, because he pitched in a couple of exhibition games that we played. Mm-hmm. And I remember one of his big strikeouts was Kenny Boyer, who was an all-star third baseman with the St. Louis Cardinals for about 15 years. Satchel struck him out and never lived that one down. Satchel was, and the pitch is low and inside, and he called it a strike, and Uecker again is having words with Moore, but he's gone. It's a strikeout. Second for Winans tonight, and the batter is going to be Andrew Monasterio. We were talking, Jeff, how old was Satchel at that time? 60s. He was 59 when he was pitching in the big leagues, right?
Yeah, last game that he ever pitched in the big leagues was 1965. He was 59 years old. 59.
Oh, man. And the one-strike delivery, a swing and a miss by Monasterio.
What blows me away is he started pitching professionally with the Birmingham Black Barons in 1927. 1927. And he was 20.
I know, when he joined us, and the pitch is swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts, and number 3 in the game for Winans. And the batter is going to be Sal Frelick in his Major League debut. And all of our fans here at the ballpark, including those with the Braves, heck yeah, why not? They know what it means, big league debut. But yeah, Satchel at 65 when he joined us was, legendary. There's a strike on the outside corner, and when Jeff looked up a couple of stats on him, he really was totally unbelievable. He was about 6'5", kind of slim, and threw very hard when he was pitching with the Indians. He was the real deal. 1 ball and 1 strike on Frelick. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tried to hit one out of here that time, and it's 1-2. But yeah, those exhibition games that he pitched in and home run hitting contests, I still see them. Bouncer, left side. That's going to be his first major league hit. Easily. They're on their feet for Sal Frelick. Why not? Absolutely. That might have been an excuse me job, but it's a base hit for the rookie right fielder, and he is aboard.
It's one of his elite skills, just putting the bat on the baseball. That's all he did there.
Off, right? All right, Owen Miller is the batter, and the pitch is a little bit low on a spinner, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. But yeah, that's my Satchel Paige story. Frelick, not much of a lead. This one is hit to right field. It's going to wind up in the seats. Owen Miller at 270 with 5 home runs and 26 driven in. Done a heck of a job, too. 1-1 coming from Alan Winans. And Frelick draws a throw, and he's back easily. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the pitch. Bouncer hit towards short. And the play is going to be at first in time to end the inning. Brewers get nothing. Infield base hit by Sal Frelick. His major league first. And at the end of 2 complete. Braves, Fleet Farm. Anyway, the third is on for Atlanta. And stepping in to call the action for you now, here's Jeff Levering.
Thank you so much, Uke. It'll be the top of the order. Acuna, Albies, and then Austin Riley. The sun's starting to poke through the panels above the upper deck in right field. First one from Hauser. Ground ball hit towards the middle. Another leadoff hit for Ronald Acuna. So he's on for a second time. He was 0 for 5 yesterday. He is 2 for 2 so far in the first 3 innings of this one. And he is going to wreak some havoc on those bases. Stole a bag in the first. And a 15 hopper right through the middle. So here's Ozzie Albies flying to center back in the first. And the first one from Hauser is inside for ball 1. Almost turned out to be a great crowd, expecting really big crowds all weekend long. First homestand after the All-Star break. First place Brewers, a game up on the Reds after they beat the Diamondbacks earlier today. Albies hits it foul off the end of the bat on a breaking ball. And it's 1-1 on Ozzie. A couple of major league debuts today. The starter for the Braves, Alan Winans. 2 scoreless so far. Here's the pitch, and it's popped up, foul, and that'll reach the seats behind home plate. 1-2 on Ozzie Albies. And Sal Frelick, who just picked up his first big league hit and his first big league AB. Family with him today. Found out that he was coming to the big leagues late last night. After their ball game, they throttled Jacksonville last night. 17-3 did the Nashville Sounds. Albies ground ball foul outside of first to make it 1-2. And great video that was pushed out by a Nashville Sounds player. The Brewers ended up getting it. Rick Sweet went player to player. You good to play today? You good to play today? You got the Sal Frelick. You good to play tomorrow? Yeah, I'm good. Well, you're not playing here tomorrow. You're going to the big leagues. An amazing moment. The 1-2. And that drops low with a curveball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Those moments never get old when you're told you're going to the big leagues.
No, and they don't. And Rick Sweet has had some of those the last few years. You know, we get a chance to visit with Rick every spring training for sure.
2-2 to Albies, hit in the air, foul left side.
But he's been one of the really big time people in this organization for a long time now, Jeff, as far as running things at the AAA level and having the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Just what he did with Sal, with so many other players, and he's one of the people that's really important.
2-2, check swing and a ball a little high. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count.
With the organization, I mean, when we visit with Rick each spring, he talks about some of the guys that may not be with him all year, but they're going to be up here.
Being a AAA manager is very difficult. Acuna goes, 3-2 is outside. That's ball 4. Second walk issued by Adrian Hauser. The first 2 are on, and Austin Riley is coming to the plate. Red hot Austin Riley. As a AAA manager, your job is really difficult because AAA is kind of that tweener ground of players that are coming back from the major leagues and trying to get back, or players that are coming from AA or single A trying to make their way to the big leagues. You're kind of caught in limbo between therapists and helping the older players Riley takes strike one with a breaking ball, and making sure that they're okay ego-wise and getting done what they need to get done, as well as trying to develop the young kids getting through. It is a tough job.
It's tough. You're right about that.
0-1 on Riley. And the pitch. Line to deep left center. This is trouble and gone. Wow, Austin Riley is some kind of hot. His 6th home run in his last 5 games, and he has tied a Braves franchise record, homering in his 5th straight. Wow.
He's moved into some heavy company, Jeff, and some people who have gone on to become members of baseball's Hall of Fame. That's where he is right now.
Yeah, Austin Riley, who had joined Eddie Matthews as part of the homering in 4 straight ball games. Hank Aaron, a member of that list. 5 straight games that he has hit a homer in. Unbelievable territory. And some real Braves royalty as Matt Olson takes down and in. Chipper Jones, Henry Aaron, Rogers Hornsby.
A couple of them were former teammates, man, so yeah. I know what kind of category he's moving into.
He's a special player. That one is up and in on Olson. 2 balls, no strikes. C&I single, a walk, and a 3-run homer, and the Braves just keep doing what they're doing. 2-0 the count on Olson. Walked his first time, and he hits one foul left side. It's 2-1. You had so many great years, Uke, with Henry Aaron, of course, with the Atlanta Braves, and then when he finished his career here in Milwaukee.
Yep. And
Eddie Matthews, too, as a former teammate.
Former teammate and roommate. Eddie Matthews, of course, went on to baseball's Hall of Fame.
Foul back. It's 2-2 on Olson.
Henry, of course, not only as a player, but he became a great friend after his playing days were over.
2-2 to Olson. Ground ball, second base. Terang's got it. Kind of popped out of his glove there for a moment. Able to collect and get the first out of the inning.
But Matthews, during his playing career, I mean, it wasn't hard to categorize where Eddie Matthews was going to wind up as a former player. He was going to be in baseball's Hall of Fame. And again, he stayed here. He lived here. He made his home here. When the Braves moved from Boston, Eddie became a lifetime Milwaukeean.
Sean Murphy, one hopper out to Monasterio at third. Takes care of him for out number 2.
And became a big member of the community. Has since passed on, but Henry, another guy who made his home here before the Braves left town and moved to Atlanta. But yeah, they were a big part of my time too.
And some of baseball's legendary folks, and what is Hall of Fame weekend as well. Out in Cooperstown, pitches a strike on Marcell Ozuna. Your old partner and friend Pat Hughes being enshrined as we speak.
Today, you bet, up in Cooperstown. Happy for him.
1-1 on Marcell Ozuna, and that's hit in the air to center. Deep, but not deep enough, as Perkins, battling some of the glare, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But Austin Riley, 3-run, a home run. Just the left of straightaway center field makes it 3-0 Atlanta. Bottom of the third coming up on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance. The homer by Austin Riley. Becomes just the 10th player to homer in 5 straight games in Braves franchise history. First one to Bryce Terang, catches the outside corner with a slider, and it's 0-1. Alan Winans in his big league debut, he has been really sharp. Sinkers, sliders, changeups. 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bryce Terang. On base twice yesterday, a single as well as a walk. Got all the kids up in the big leagues now. 1-1 is off the inside corner. It's a 2-1 count. You show the freshman that debuted on the Brewers' social media channels and YouTube channel. All have been in the big leagues. Sal Frelick being the last one to join. 2-1 is outside, and it's 3-1. Jackson Chourio, who has been featured on that series as well. He's still in Double-A. It's just a 19-year-old and tearing it up. He won't be too long. 3-1 pitch. And Terang took down and out. That's ball 4. Leadoff man is on for the Brewers, and before Perkins hits, 10 seconds for station ID on the Brewers radio network. Three 0 Braves. Bottom of the third inning with Bob Uecker and Kent Sommerfeld. Jeff Levering with you. Leadoff man aboard for the Brewers. First time in the game against Winans. Here's Perkins. Squares to bunt. Pulls it back and takes ball 1. The Brewers were working on bunting before the game today. Just some fundamentals work. Perkins 2 walks yesterday. Had that odyssey of an at-bat late in the game last night against Kirby Yates. 11 pitches. Ended up taking a called third strike to end the game. 1-0 is a strike. Caught that outside corner with a sinker. Nothing more than about 91 miles an hour from Winans, but he has been pinpoint with his location. Really good changeup and a slider. Good lead for Terang. Brewers down by 3. The pitch off the outside corner. 2-1 on Blake Perkins. Don't forget, folks, Schneider's Professional Truck Drivers remind you to slow down, move over, and drive safely in work zones. 2-1 on Perkins. Austin Riley in on the grass at third. The pitch is inside. Looked like a cutter that time from Winans, debuting that pitch for the first time in this third inning. And Christian Yelich is on deck. It's been the hottest Brewer, he and William Contreras. 3-1. And a line drive into left center field, sinking fast, but Rosario's there to make the catch. He and his bright orange spikes. Now those are orange spikes. One away for Yelich, bounced to second base his first time up. That sinker had Blake Perkins reaching out of his comfort zone on that last delivery. Yelich 1 for 4, had a double last night. Faces Winans for a second time and drills that one foul off of Murphy. A good pitch to hit, a first pitch changeup. Series continues tomorrow. Kids run the bases after every Sunday ball game, and then the Reds roll into town Monday through Wednesday next week. Monday is a Miller High Life Monday, $6 tickets. 0-1 pitch. Yelich takes low. Change up just below the knees. A ball and a strike. Wednesday's finale, half off on Kids and Seniors Day. Go to Brewers.com/promotions. Make sure you join us. And misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just as we said when the Brewers faced off against the Reds before the All-Star break, they were playing 9 games over the course of 16. The crew had series with Atlanta, of course, and the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Brewers have played the Reds very well this year. 2-1 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. Terang will go from first to second. Holds up on Acuna. He's got a great throwing arm and looks into the Brewers dugout to let them know, don't even try and test me. So base hit, and the tying run come to the plate, and William Contreras. Terang thought about it for just a moment and then very smartly decided not a good idea, especially because he was holding to make sure Ozzie Albies wasn't going to make the catch. Any slight hesitation, especially down 3, don't mess with it. Contreras is in there. Struck out in the first on a changeup. First one from Winans. Inside. Threw him a changeup again. Lifted up the arms of Contreras. Winans, originally a draft pick of the Mets, was taken in the AAA phase of the Rule 5 draft a couple of years ago by Atlanta. 1-0 pitch. Slider catches the outside corner. So he backed him up with a changeup in, then goes slider on the edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winans, who grew up in Bakersfield, California, went to high school 4 miles away from where Brewers ace Corbin Burns went to high school. 1-1. Hit foul with a sinker. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Centennial High School for Corbin Burns. Winans from Frontier High School, both on the west side of Interstate 99 in Bakersfield. 1-2 pitch, and that's down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brewers with an opportunity here. First time they've had multiple runners on, and they're facing Winans for a second time in the game. Good speed aboard as well. The 2-2. Contreras taps it right back to second base. Albies steps on the bag, throws to first, and it's a double play. 4-3. It's the third time in the series the Brewers have hit into an inning-ending double play to thwart a rally. On to the fourth. 3-0 Braves. On the Brewers radio. Limited edition Devin Williams bobblehead on Saturday, August the 5th. First 30,000 ticketed fans through the gates will get a bottle of Williams repping his Team USA gear from the World Baseball Classic. Get yours by going to brewers.com/promotions. Eddie Rosario. Base hit to the shortstop in his first at bat today. 3 runs on 4 hits. 3 soft singles and 1 blast of a 3-run homer for the Braves. That's kind of how they've been doing it. 185 home runs on the season. That missed just a little bit outside to make it a 2 ball, no strike count on Rosario. The Brewers have done something, however, in the first 2 games of the series that not a lot of teams have done. That's put up zeros against the Braves in the first inning. That one grounded softly to Owen Miller. He feeds Adrian Hauser. 3-1 on the putout, 1 away in the 4th. The Braves have scored 100 runs in the first inning this season. 100 runs. That's a ton. To put that into perspective, the Brewers have scored 56 first inning runs this year. Braves are a loaded offense. Here's Orlando Arcia. And that pitch misses outside. 1-0 in Orlando. Former Brewer had a big 2-run homer in the ballgame last night and gave the Braves a lead for good. Faces his former teammate Adrian Hauser. Winds and deals on 1-0, and that's hit in the air to right. Sal Frelick busting in. He's got a bead on it. Makes the catch. His first putout in the big leagues. And Bryce Terang was right there to let him know, hey, kid, way to go. Sal Frelick has one of the 2 hits for Milwaukee. He'll be due up 4th in the bottom half of the inning. 2 quick outs for Michael Harris. Struck out to end the 2nd inning for Atlanta. And Harris hits it out towards left, peeling towards the seats and foul. 0-1. Dear driver, Toyota's lineup is hitting it out of the park with all-stars like RAV4, Camry, and Tundra. Reserve yours now. Visit Toyota.com for more information. Delivery from Hauser is low and in the dirt. Tried the change up there to Harris. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harris, last year's Rookie of the Year in the National League. 1-1. Bullet back up the middle. Hauser nearly got a glove on it. May have even got a lace on it to slow it down a bit, but Harris is aboard. And now here's Ronald Acuna. 2-out single. Braves have had a man on in every inning so far against Hauser. Acuna, 2 singles, a stolen base, and has scored a run. The ultimate catalyst in Major League Baseball in the leadoff spot. Speed and power for days. First one from Hauser. A strike at the knees on the inside corner. Acuna didn't like it. On 1 on Ronald. Former teammate William Contreras behind the plate, setting up outside. Here comes the 0-1. And that's sprayed foul right side. Hey, nice catch made by a fan wearing a bucket hat. And away. No glove necessary. 0-2 on Acuna. Here's the pitch. And it missed a little bit high. Not by much. Maybe a tad outside. 1-2. Runner at first, and the Braves leading at 3-0. 3-run homer by Austin Riley in the third. Hauser's 1-2. Chopper foul by Acuna. Went to the sinker down and in. Acuna couldn't get the barrel to it all the way. Milwaukee heads down to Atlanta next weekend. Next road trip with pit stops still in the National League East. Braves and the Washington Nationals. Coming into that series against the Phillies, the only team from the East the Brewers had played was the Mets. They're done with them now. 1-2, runner takes off, a swing and a miss. Acuna is gone on that sinker from Hauser. 6 Ks for Hauser. The Brewers trailing 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family. Messed it up with the shagging out in Cincinnati with the outfield wall. Got it caught in the scoreboard and the fencing there. Quite a bunch of stitches. Going to be out 3 or 4 weeks total as Adames gets jammed and fouls it down the left field line. It's 0-1. He was just days away from rejoining the club. It was Rowdy. And hopefully be good to go middle of August. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got a hanging slider, and Adames trying to put the Brewers on the board. Takes his time out. Go take a walk. That pitch had some hang time on it. I think Sean Murphy was surprised it ended up in his glove. Adames homered last night. Brought the Brewers within 2. And another slider is swinging a foul held on to by Murphy. Better slider that time. And Winans picks up his 4th strikeout. Adrian Hauser's got 6 Ks. Start healing faster with Ortho ASAP. Meet with a specialist today. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. Here's Jesse Winker. You'd think as a team that is 30 games over 500 like the Braves are right now, they'd have some stability in their starting rotation as Winker takes down and in with a breaking ball. Winans today becomes the 14th different player that has started a game for the Braves. Remember, this team is still without Max Fried. Sounds like he might join the club maybe right after the Brewers leave town. That's good news for Milwaukee. The sinker is called for a strike, and it's 1-1. They're without Kyle Wright as well, who was a 20-game winner a season ago for the Braves. Still getting outstanding starting pitching despite being without 2 of their top guys from a year ago. Bryce Elder has stepped up in a big way, rookie for Atlanta. Of course, Spencer Strider, the veteran Charlie Morton. The 2-1. Winker, little jam shot, shallow left. Rosario is there to make the catch. Winker's 0 for 2. Andrew Monasterio struck out back in the second inning. Winans has allowed just 2 singles and walked 1. Only one man has reached second base for the Brewers today. Monasterio waiting. Here comes Winans to the plate. That's down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Told you Cincinnati won already today. So they're just 1 game back of the Brewers as it stands right now. Head-to-head matchup, the final 3 games coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Changeup catches the outside corner for a strike on Monasterio, 1-1. One pitch. That's a strike. Sinker right down the middle at the knees. Everything has been in that area for Winans, at the knees or below, with everything. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider. And Winans has got the good stuff going today in his major league debut. He goes to the Brewers 1-2-3 in the 4th. Atlanta's got a 3-0 lead as we go to the 5th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
It's always a good time for usingers. You bet. And Albies takes one down low and inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. You like ice cream? Who doesn't, right? Cedar Crest. If you haven't tried it yet, you'll like it. I guarantee it. 1 ball and 1 strike now on a breaking ball from Adrian Hauser. And the pitch. Check swing and a strike again. Outside corner. Albies can't believe that one. He's taking a little walk out of there, and Malachi Moore is going to give him his time. Now Albies back in there. Adrian Hauser all set to work. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a foul. Got a piece of a breaking ball that time. Still 1-2. Braves second baseman to be followed by Austin Riley and then Matt Olson. 3-0 Atlanta on 5 base hits. And the pitch. Too high and off the outside. He missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. We'll finish up the series against Atlanta tomorrow. That's where I finished up my series. Long time ago. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Adrian Hauser, 7th strikeout tonight. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Here's the big guy. Austin Riley with a 3-run home run in the 3rd. His 22nd of the year. And the pitch. Right in there. Strike 1 called on a fastball. Right-handed batting, Austin Riley. Hauser wheels and deals again, and he missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Vibe check, a cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Big Vibe, they call it. Passes the Vibe check every time. Swinging a base hit to left field for Austin Riley. He's been red hot. Runner on for Atlanta with 1 down, and Matt Olson, Braves first baseman, coming up now.
3-run homer for Austin Riley. We told you tied the franchise record for home runs in 5 consecutive ball games. He also tied the record of RBIs in a 5-game span, which is 16. He has 16 runs batted in.
How many games?
5. That's a month for some people.
Woo. That's a career for some people too, buddy. And the pitch. Matt Olson, big uppercut swing, trying to lift one out of here, and he missed it. 0-1.
Tied Freddie Freeman and Ron Gant, and that's since 1920.
One strike delivery. Swing and a miss again by Matt Olson. That's a lot of ribbies.
Yeah.
Two strikes on Matt Olson. Hauser has a new sign. He's ready and deals. Swing and a miss again. Struck him out. Second strikeout in the inning. Eighth strikeout in the game for Adrian Hauser. And the batter is going to be Sean Murphy. Murphy doing the catching tonight. 2-minute out, runner aboard. Here comes Hauser, and he missed down low and away, backhanded by Contreras. Braves own the hit column 6-2. Winans, in his major league debut tonight, has been tough on the crew. Ready to work. And the pitch. It missed outside. Two balls and no strikes. Murphy stepping out momentarily. Hauser, new sign finally. Runner aboard is Austin Riley. And the pitch. Check swing and a strike on the inside corner.
May have missed the one prior and then made up for it there.
Yeah, I thought the other one was a little bit better, but 2-1 delivery. Here it is. That one is good again. And I don't think Murphy has agreed with the last three, but it's 2-2. Two-minute out. Trying to pitch out of it. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He strikes out the side. How about Adrian Hauser tonight with 9 strikeouts? Braves get a base hit and leave a runner stranded home or away anytime. Visit GeorgeWebb.com for locations and more details. Sal Frelick, who had an infield base hit in his first try at the major league level, takes a strike and it's 0-1. Infield base hit back in the second. Now the pitch. Curveball in there again. Caught the outside corner and he looked. 2 strikes on him, and the Braves infield plays him the same way as they did before. Way around to the right side. That whole left side is wide open if he wants to poke one there again. Low and away, he missed. 1-2, that's what he's going to have to do. Can't pull lows. Winans sets again, and here it is. Frelick swings and hits it fair down the right field line. He's going to hold with a single as Acuna got to that one in a hurry. Thought he might have a chance for a 2-bagger. It caromed off the lower box seat railing area down there and wound up in shallow right. And Frelick is 2 out of 2. Big leagues.
I don't know, man. I'm batting 1,000. I might hang him up.
Next time around. Sal, you're up. No, I had enough.
I'm good, thanks.
I'm good. Here's Owen Miller. And the pitch in tight of ball. It's 1-0.
Sorry, Counts.
Wouldn't that be something?
I think I'm going to take the rest of the day off, Counts. I'm good.
Is my car still here? 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Look out, Owen. A hanging curveball. Stayed inside. 2-0. I can't remember my first one. I'm just trying. I can't remember. Swinging a base hit to left center. This is going to put Frelick at third easily, and he will hold there on a double for Owen Miller. Second and third with nobody out, and another $75 for the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend and Silver Lining. Thought Frelick might even make a turn around third, but Jason Lane wisely held him there on the double by Owen Miller. And the batter is going to be Bryce Terang, down 2-0. I'm thinking Pittsburgh Pirates, maybe. I should remember that, but I don't.
Same state.
Same state? Phillies? Terang waiting in the pitch. Big swing and a foul. 0-1 on him.
May 3rd at Philadelphia, Connie Mack Stadium.
22nd in Lehigh. I remember that. That's the street it was on. I don't remember the pitcher. He was probably gone the next day. Now the stretch. And the pitch. In tight. About high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3-run home run by Austin Riley. That's been it thus far. Brewers with second and third and nobody out. And the Braves bullpen is busy. Winans deals, and on a check swing, did not go. Good call. That came from Mark Wagner at third base. From the stretch. Here it is. Swinging a drive in the center. Warning track, and going to be caught there. And here comes Frelick. On the third goes Owen Miller, and the Brewers are on the board. It's 3-1 now. On a rocket to center by Terang. He gets his 19th RBI of the year. Both runners move up, and the batter is going to be Blake Perkins.
Just for the record, Art Mahaffey.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Art Mahaffey. He was a big right-hander. As a matter of fact, Art Mahaffey.
Yeah. You got the hit, and then Mahaffey was done for the rest of the day.
As a matter of fact, I got traded to Philadelphia from St. Louis for Art Mahaffey and a high inside fastball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. It was Art Mahaffey and Pat Corrales.
Wow.
For myself, and trying to remember the other guy in the deal. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike now.
Alex Johnson is the name that I have here.
Alex Johnson.
Yep.
And Art Mahaffey.
And Pat Corrales.
And Corrales.
You, Dick Grote, and Bill White.
That's who it was. You're right. Now the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a base hit to right. Here comes Owen Miller to score. And Perkins knocks in a run with a solid base hit to right. All right. Christian Yelich is scheduled. We may see Brian Snitker here in a moment. And here he comes. It's 3-2 now. And that is going to be it for Alan Winans. The U.S. Suggener call to the bullpen has been made. The rookie right-hander in his major league debut tonight. New pitcher for Atlanta, Michael Tonkin, Tonkin, and Christian Yelich with a runner aboard is the batter. And the right-hander deals. He's got the inside corner with a bender, and it's 0-1. Tonkin in his 24th game for Atlanta. 5-2 in the one-loss department. Strike again inside corner. And it's 0-2 on Christian. Time call now. And Tonkin is going to get a little extra time here to retie his shoe. Now we're all set to go. Yelich grounded out and single to right field. And the pitch. Yelich took one high and wide. Runner aboard, 3-2 Atlanta. 6-5 in the hit department. The Braves lead. Tonkin ready again. Flips one to first and pulled down by Olsen. Almost a bad throw. This crowd tonight is going to be near 40,000, I think. Upper 30s, 38, 39. Beautiful crowd. The pitch down low and inside. A good save by Murphy. That one in the dirt. Had to backhand it and dig it out. From the stretch. Here it is. Yelich hit it foul. Left a slider about waist high right down the middle, and Christian had a rip and fouled it.
Held the pose. He felt like he should have done a lot more with that.
That one was right there for him. Yelich, who has been on a tear, came in tonight at 287. This one is hit to center. Deep, but playable on the warning track, and caught by Harris. Just missed. Almost. If he pulls it, it's gone. Hit it to dead center. Right at the 400-foot marker. And with two down, here is William Contreras. And from the stretch, Tonkin deals. He missed the outside corner. Not by much. Sidearm breaking ball from the right-hander. Ready to work again. Perkins jumping around at first base, swinging a foul, tip, and Murphy hangs on. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Trying to even the series at a game apiece. The Cincinnati Reds are in here next. That one's good. Contreras took it. It's 1-2 now. Talking about Yelich being on a hot streak, swing and a miss, and the inning is over on Perkins. Run to second to no avail. Strikeout to Contreras. And it will be against Marcell Ozuna. 9 strikeouts tonight for Adrian Hauser. His career high is 10. And for Ozuna, in and over a strike, and it's 0-1. 3-6-0 for Atlanta, 2-5-0 for the Crew. And Hauser set to work again. That one caught the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Ozuna tonight has struck out and flied to center. And he'll take his timeout. Not all that happy with the last call by Moore. But it's 0-2. Here comes Hauser. Swinging on a fly ball hit to right, but playable on the warning track. And caught. A leaping grab by Frelick. Right up against the wall. Went up and pulled it down and takes an extra base hit away from Marcell Ozuna. Sal Frelick in his major league debut tonight. He's having a nice night.
Yeah, half decent, I think.
What's the big deal, he said?
Just took it off the yellow line in right field. He's not a big man out there, but he went as high as he could to make that catch.
That was about it. He was reaching for the wall, and yeah, I guess it might have hit the yellow line, but it would have stayed in the park.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is a little bit low on Eddie Rosario.
I think Sal's making some friends out there in the right field bleachers.
Ah, man. And the 1-0 delivery is hit foul. What's wrong with a night like that, right? Your big league debut, one of the biggest crowds of the year, is here tonight. Now the 1-1 by Hauser is hit foul. A jam job fastball. No way to hit that one fair. Ball 1, strike 2. And the pitch by Hauser, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is number 10 for Adrian Hauser. Ties his career high. Did that against Texas, and then again at Miami. Now you can put the Braves in there too. And the pitch. Swinging on a fly ball hit to right center. It is going to be Frelick again with another leaping catch up against the wall. Down he goes. He hangs on. And he says, I'm all right. What's the big deal? He made that leaping grab. Not quite as high as the first one. But he pulled it down, hit the wall, and here he comes. That's the way to let them know you're here. His big league debut tonight.
Don't worry, we got you covered on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Willie Adames will lead things off against Michael Tonkin and hits one foul, and it's strike 1. That one rolled up along the first baseline after bouncing off of Murphy. He's all right. One strike on the Brewers shortstop. Adames, Winker, and then Monasterio. And maybe a couple of more. Down low and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike now. Game number 99 on the year for Milwaukee. And the pitch. Swing and a miss by Willie. Game and a half on top of Cincinnati. They're coming in here next. Braves 63-33. Big lead. They lead all of baseball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Willie Adames. And the pitch. Too low on a changeup. It's 2-2 now. This one hit in the air, and it's going to be playable. First base side in foul territory and caught by Olsen. That takes care of Willie Adames. You're talking about tonight's crowd being one of the biggest of the year. This one is 39,707. When you look around here, and you can pretty much tell by the upper deck and the seating area up there that is still a little bit vacant, if you will, it's not much. And that's what tells us this is a very nice crowd.
And the first three levels jam-packed. This is a great day.
And the one strike delivery is strike two on Jesse Winker. Really good. The only area that we can see is directly above the press box. But other than that, we've got a pretty good shot of who's here tonight, and it's a good one. Down low and inside, ball one and strike two.
The tree to do a really good ball game, too.
Ooh, man. And the pitch missed 2-2. Last year they split 6. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tonkin came on to work in the 5th inning, and time call now. Winker steps out.
The Brewers haven't lost a season series against the Braves since 2017. You've either won them outright or split.
2-2 offering. Here it is. Outside he missed. Low sinking fastball that time, and Winker held off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch, here it is. Too high on Jesse, and he draws a 1-out walk. Free ride. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is always a difference. The batter is going to be Andrew Monasterio. Runner aboard. And the pitch. Swinging foul to the 3rd deck. Peguero and Uribe are up for the Crew. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a base hit to right. Brewers have 2 on now with only 1 out. On a solid base hit by Monasterio, who's been red hot. And the batter is going to be everybody's All-American, Sal Frelick, who's had a heck of a night thus far. 2 are on, only 1 man out. And Frelick, who has had a good night in right field, he's also got a couple of base hits in his major league debut night. And now from Tonkin, it's a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1.
You wonder how quickly they can get Frelick jerseys in the team store.
I'll bet they're there now. All right, the stretch and the pitch. A low fastball that time. Even at 1-1. New sign and Tonkin ready. Frelick, base hit to left. Here comes the tying run. And Sal Frelick is having a storybook night tonight. You cannot write it any better than he just did. Wow. That's his 3rd hit in the game. It's his major league debut. And He's hitting them where they ain't. And he's pulling down extra base hits that should be up against the wall, but he catches them. He's done it twice in right. He's got the RBI. And now Owen Miller with runners at first and second in a tie game at 3 apiece and only 1 out. And this one is lined to left center, but it's going to be caught. Rosario got there in a hurry to pull that one down. Still tied at 3, and the batter is going to be Bryce Terang, who knocked it a run with a fly ball. First and second, 2 men are out. Good speed aboard. And Tonkin deals. He's in there that time. Fastball on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Blake Perkins is due next. Swinging a foul against the wire. 0-2 now. Base hit here could put the Crew on top. Monasterio at second. Frelick aboard at first. No difference. Swing and a miss. Struck him out to end the inning. But the Brewers get 1 to tie. 7th inning coming up. Sal Frelick having the night of his career. You know why? Because it's his first night. Big welcome to the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels, who are in here for the weekend. Out here at the ballpark tonight. Always great to see them each and every year. Anyway, the 7th is on, so is Jeff Levering.
Thanks so much. You put on a great show down on Lake Michigan today. Day 1 of 2 of the Air and Boat Show. Here's the first delivery to Michael Harris to open up the 7th inning. It's down and in for ball 1. It's Elvis Peguero on for the Brewers. 37th appearance for him. Hauser really good for 6 innings. Pitch to Harris. That is called a ball. All right. 2 balls and no strikes. Hauser tied his career high with 10 strikeouts. Kept the Brewers in the game. We're all squared 3-3. Battle of the bullpens now. Pitch from Peguero. Harris takes it down and in. And it's a 3-ball, no strike count. So Harris is the leadoff man in the inning. Acuna, Albies, and then Riley after that. It's 3-0. Elvis Peguero dealing with Harris. Base hit last time for Harris. The pitch is a strike, and it's 3-1. 96-mile-an-hour sinker. Well, Sal Frelick had a 6th inning to remember. 2 great catches defensively and a game-tying RBI, the first of his career. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. There's the sinker again. Colin McHugh, veteran right-hander, playing catch in the Braves pen after Tonkin coughed up the lead in the 6th. 3-2 pitch to Harris. And he missed outside. Tried to throw the slider and never got on top of the pitch. It's a leadoff walk. Leadoff man reached in the 3rd, and that's when the Braves scored all 3 of their runs. A 3-run homer by Riley. They have 6 hits in the game, just 2 since the 3rd inning. Leadoff man on. Harris with good speed as Ronald Acuna Jr. is at the plate. 2 base hits and a strikeout today for Acuna. Visited the mound with Contreras and Adames ahead of this sequence with Acuna. A 3-3 game in the 7th. Peguero from the stretch. And the pitch. It is called for ball 1. Sinker that was at 98, but just off the inside corner. Trying to get Acuna to hit a ball on the ground. He's a tough guy to double up with all the speed that he possesses. That's the goal here for Peguero. Harris takes off the 1-0, swing a line drive, caught by Adames. They're going to get a double play out of it as Adames running right at Harris instead flips to Miller. It's a double play. Not the way you want to draw it up, but equally as effective. Adames just toying with Harris around the second base bag. Realized Harris wasn't going to give himself up, so Adames just flipped it over to Owen Miller. A double play that goes 6-3. Here's Albies. 0 for 2. A walk and a run scored as Peguero delivers. Strike one. Fastball at 97 right on the outside corner. 0-1 on Ozzie Albies. Left-handed hitting. The 0-1. Ground ball right side. Terang angling, throwing, got him! Bryce Terang with the range of a shortstop playing second base takes a hit away from Ozzie Albies. It's time to stretch in Milwaukee. A game tied 3-3 between the Brewers and the Braves. Horizon Steakhouse, Splash Island, Specialty Suites, vast gaming floor, and live entertainment. 7 reasons to stay at the Island Resort and Casino. 9-1-2 coming up for the Brewers, starting with Blake Perkins. Singled home a run back in the 5th inning. Yelich to follow, and then William Contreras. First one from Colin McHugh out of the pen, and he throws a breaking ball for strike one. McHugh does not throw hard. Cutter, sinker, big curveball, slider, having a good year. 3.63 ERA, 0-1 to Perkins. Bouncer right side. Olsen gets the spinner, and out at first is Perkins by maybe a cleat. And Craig Counsell holding up play for just a moment. Perkins pretty content with being out. He's heading back into the dugout. Brewers will not challenge, but it was close. Brewers turned to double play in that 7th inning. That double play brought to you by the law firm of Hupy and Abraham. $100 donated for every double play this season to Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin. Visit Hupy.com and get every dollar you deserve. First one to Yelich, misses high for ball one against Colin McHugh. 1 for 3 today, Christian Yelich, who's 1 for 3 lifetime against McHugh. Sends this one on the ground foul. And it's a 1-1 count on Yelich. Not a lot of experience against McHugh for this Brewers roster. Yelich, the only man on the active roster that has a hit against him. That's up and out. It's a 2-1 count, a big curveball. Oh, excuse me, I spoke too soon. That was called a strike. Wow. That was never in the strike zone, never even considered to be a strike. 1-2. A wait. 1001, 1002, ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McHugh kicks and throws. 1001, 1002, ball 3. Just waiting. 3-3 game in the 7th. Contreras on deck. Yelich waits. McHugh, his sign, and the pitch. Fly ball to center. Backing up Harris. Just short of the warning track, makes the catch. Yelich had just missed one back in the 5th. Just missed that one as well. It cut her down and in. Here comes Contreras. So 3 unassisted for out number 1. A fly ball to center for out number 2. And Contreras at the plate 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts and a double play ball. McHugh needs a new baseball. Gives us a chance to remind you right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin make payments as low as $35 a month per window and $78 per patio door. Visit PellaWI.com right now. First one to Contreras. Lined foul off the netting. First pitch fastball from McHugh. It's 0-1. Yoel Payamps getting cranked up in the Brewers bullpen. Riley, Olsen, and Murphy scheduled for Atlanta in the 8th. 0-1 to Contreras. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. And a quick 0-2. Two for four, double and an RBI last night for Contreras. 0-2 pitch from McHugh. Down and away with a curve. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-3 game. Bottom half of inning number 7. 1-2 pitch. Down and away again. Went to that breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McHugh with the new baseball rubs it up. Toes the slab, and off we go. 2-2 on William Contreras. Adames on deck. Here comes McHugh. Off the end of the bat into shallow right center. Michael Harris trots in, makes the catch, and the Brewers go 1-2-3 in the 7th. On to the 8th. Getting late. Battle of Bullpens continues. A 3-3 game on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Oil. Payamps is on for Milwaukee. He'll have a date with Austin Riley to lead things off here in the 8th inning, and to tell you all about it, here is Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And the Braves are on the bat in the 8th. Tied up at 3 apiece on Sal Frelick night. Good for him. Payamps down low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on Austin Riley, whose 3-run home run back in the 3rd put the Braves on top until the 5th and 6th, when the Brewers tied it. This one hit in the air down the right field line. It's going to wind up in foul territory, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike now on Austin Riley. Payamps in his 44th game on this season. He's been outstanding. And Craig Counsell has really used him right. 1-2 delivery. Here it is. Down low and away and backhanded by Contreras. Baseball season, also known as Shandy season around here. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's, flavor the moment. Payamps. Here it is. Swinging jam job pop-up. It is going to be playable with a lot of room for Montecchio near the Braves dugout, and that takes care of Austin Riley on a jam job fastball. 1 up and 1 down. Matt Olson, the first baseman, who has walked, bounced out, and struck out, is going to be the batter. Payamps all set to go, and deals right down the middle at the knees, and it's strike 1. Ready to work. Infield playing Matt Olson, dead pull. That one rides high and outside, and it's even at 1-1. Payamps deals again. Swing and a miss. Matt Olson trying to unload one that time. Payamps 3-1 on the year. He has 3 saves to his credit. 1-2 delivery. Here it is. And it dropped a little low on a slider. Ball 2 and strike 2 on Matt Olson. Braves trying to make it 2 in a row in the series. Crew trying to get their first. The pitch. Swinging, pop fly, twisting foul and out of play. Down the left field line. Still a ball 2 and strike 2 count. Ready to work and coming back. Breaking ball, strike three, looking. And no argument from Matt Olson on that one. Contreras came out there as if he knew that one was strike three called to throw it around the infield. Sean Murphy, the batter. Murphy 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. Low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Big crowd tonight, 39,707. Piams coming back. Dropped a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's even at 1-1. Olson, couple of strikeouts tonight. For him, couple of strikeouts for Murphy tonight. Look out, dropping low and inside. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin in the strikeout department. Hauser with 10 strikeouts to tie a career high. Piams with 1 here tonight. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Chased one down and away off the outside corner. 2 men are out here in the Braves' 8th inning. He works from the stretch. Here it is, low and away, and it's 2-2. Running up to 3-2 now. Just off the outside corner. Marcelo Zuna is due next. The pitch. Swinging, a drive to left. Playable for Christian Yelich. And the inning is over. Hit it almost right at him. 3 up and 3 down. Yoel Piams works through the 8th. 7 1/2 are complete. It remains the series. And will face Willie Adames to lead things off. Winker will follow, and then Monasterio. Bottom half of inning number 8. And Jimenez works from the stretch. Low and away, he missed. 1 ball and no strikes. Jimenez in game number 35 for Atlanta. Willie Adames lines one to left. Looking into the corner, fair ball. He's going to have at least a $75 double, and there's the lead run. Courtesy of West Bend to the Mac Fund. $75 for every Brewers double on the year. Devin Williams is getting ready in the Brewers bullpen. Right now it's Winker, 0 for 2 officially. He walked in the 6th and scored a run. The pitch. High and outside, or is it? Nope, on the corner, and it's 0-1. From the stretch, Jimenez deals again, and Winker came up empty. And a big cut trying to pull that fastball and missed it. 2 strikes on Jesse. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down now, and Monasterio is going to be the batter. He has struck out twice tonight and singled to right field. And the pitch by the right-hander drops in there nicely. It's a breaking ball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Brewers trying to grab the lead here. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Leadoff double in the pitch. Check swing and a ball outside. It's even at 1-1. Baseball being brought to you in part by Usingers. Making sausage over 140 years. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer. Hit to short. They're going to play at third, and the ball got away from Riley, and it's going to be safe all around. Willie Adames, if he hangs on to it, he's out. The throw from Orlando Arcia was right on the bag, and Riley dropped it. And they have him at the corners now with only one out, and the batter is going to be Sal Frelick. That one has got to be an error, I believe. Waiting for the official score, but that should have been played. Now Frelick. And the pitch to him. Way high and pulled down by Murphy. Well, they've scored it as a fielder's choice. We'll go along with that for the time being. Frelick waiting. And a throw to first. Back in time. Monasterio. Tied at 3. Only one out in the 8th inning. The stretch. Jimenez deals, swinging a liner to right. It's going to be caught. Here comes the throw. Here comes the runner, and he's in there. The ball got by Murphy on the second. Monasterio and the Brewers have the lead. The throw from Acuna and right was a one-hop rocket that Murphy couldn't handle. Adames with a belly flop head first slide is in there. He made it. Very close play. A one-hop throw. It was perfect. That's a strike on the outside corner on a 2-1.
Willie Adames challenging the best throwing arm in right field in Ronald Acuna Jr., and that was a strike right on the plate. Even if Murphy catches it, Adames is barely going to beat that.
Yep, the pitch. Swinging a jam job ground ball, hit to short again, and the throw from Orlando Arcia finishes the Brewers' 8th inning, but they get the lead. Wow. What a play at home plate. And Willie Adames with a head first, belly flop slide on everything you need in one stop. Fleet Farm, Marcelo Zuna is going to lead things off for Atlanta. Eddie Rosario and then Orlando Arcia. With the Brewers leading 4-3. Ozuna waiting. Here comes Devon. It is on the outside corner, strike one. Ozuna didn't think so. One strike on him. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Robbed in the 6th on a super catch. Outside he missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Great catch by Sal Frelick. He made a couple in the game tonight. 2 in the inning, as a matter of fact, in the 6th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Little tardy on that fastball. Annex Wealth Management difference-making moment of the game. Sal Frelick's liner to right to drive in the lead run here. Happened in the 8th inning if you joined us a little tardy tonight. Ball 1 and strike 2. ready from the stretch. Here comes Devin. Hey, hit it foul and stayed alive.
You very well could have picked all 5 of Sal Frelick's moments today. All difference makers.
He's had a big night in his major league debut. 3 hits in the game. Knocked in a couple. The pitch. Swinging a foul off the screen near the Brewers dugout. 1-2.
You think he'll be in there tomorrow?
Oh, man. 2 outstanding catches in right field. If you're going to do it right. The pitch, swing and a miss. He strikes out Marcell Ozuna. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Devin Williams trying to save his 25th. '53rd strikeout on the year for Williams. Eddie Rosario. It's outside. It's ball 1. Annex Wealth Management. Difference-making moment in this one. Abra Frelick's liner to right. Driving in the lead run. Swinging a base hit. There's the tying run aboard. On a base hit by Rosario. His second hit tonight. Solid base hit to right. And now former Brewer Orlando Arcia, who homered in last night's game. Contreras heading out there to talk things over with Devin Williams. Forrest Wall is on as a pinch runner for Eddie Rosario. Contreras has finished his conversation. And we are set to go. Devin Williams for Orlando Arcia. Here it is. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw. There will be no throw to second base. Goes the pinch runner. Well, Devin Williams now with the tying run at second base. Wall moves to second. He's going to third. What a lead to throw. There will be none. Wow. He never stopped moving. Did they say his first 2 stolen bases?
Big league debut today, too.
Wow. 1 ball and 1 strike. The infield is up. Braves trying to come back. Here it is. Swing and a foul back. Tying run 90 feet away. Orlando Arcia tonight. He was robbed by Frelick on a catch in right field. 1-2 delivery coming. Here it is. Check swing. Did he go? Did not. That call made by Bruce Dreckman from first base. 37, correction, 39. 707. Not all that excited about that call. It's ball 2 and strike 2 on Orlando Arcia. And the pitch too high, and it's full up now, 3-2. Michael Harris, the second, is due next. Orlando Arcia back in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Williams sets. Here he comes. Hey, struck him out swinging. Devin Williams with his second strikeout in the inning. Two men are out. Wow. What a finish to this one. If he can do it. Runner at third to tie the game. Michael Harris the second. The pitch way off the outside and pulled in by Contreras. 1 ball and no strikes. Harris tonight 1 for 2. Base hit back in the 4th inning. Wall, the runner at third, the pitch. Low and away, and it's 1 ball, I should say 2 balls and no strikes now. And the leadoff batter is due next. Ronald Acuna Jr. Harris sitting 2-0. And the pitch. High and outside. And it's 3-0 now. Acuna tonight. Couple of hits in 4 tries. 3-0 delivery. Changeup is down low. And he walks Michael Harris. The second, that's the lead run. And here comes Chris Hook with one of the toughest hitters in all of baseball. Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to be the batter. Came in tonight hitting .328. He's got 23 home runs on the year. Driven in 58. Having a huge season again.
Devin's faced him twice, struck him out twice. A little different circumstance here. Top of the 9th, tying run at third base.
And working from the stretch. See what happens here. Home plate umpire Malachi Moore is out there to try and get Chris Hook moving along, and that will happen right now. All right. Big finish here. Game 2 in the series. Do it again for you tomorrow. Acuna now at .330. All right, he's in there. The stretch. And the pitch. Down low and inside. He missed. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Right-handed batting Braves right fielder. Devin Williams trying to close it out. The pitch. Too high, and it's 2-0. Look out anytime with this guy. 2 balls, no strikes. First and third for Atlanta. Williams is ready. Here he comes again. That one is low and inside. And don't be surprised here at 3-0. He's got the green light anytime. Three balls, no strikes. Acuna waiting. Devin Williams deals. That one is good on the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Trying to save it. Runners at first and third, and from the stretch. 3-1 delivery, here it is. Look out, and that one is up and in. He walked him. And they are loaded up now. And Ozzie Albies is the batter. Albies tonight is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. From the stretch, the pitch is in there. Strike one called on the inside corner. 0-1 on Albies. Switch hitter from the left side against Devin Williams. And the pitch. Swing and a drive to right, hooking foul and out of here. And he's in front of him now, 0-2. That one had plenty of distance, but he hooked it foul. Got out in front of it. Out of a wide open stance. Albies waiting. Here comes Devin Williams. The pitch. Hey, hit it foul again. Out in right field to the upper deck.
Neck high fastball.
Wow. What a finish. 4-3, Brewers lead. Albies waiting. 0-2 delivery. Here it is. Hey, struck him out. Swinging and foul tipped it, popping away from Contreras. He had it for a moment, and it popped away. Still 0-2. That was a changeup down and in. And he got a piece of it. Williams set to work again. Here it is. Down low and a good block by Contreras. He saved a wild pitch. Wall was coming down the line. Pulled up about a quarter of the way.
Ball deflected off Ozzie Albies after Contreras had initially blocked it. Wall, as you mentioned, a couple of jab steps, but shut it down.
And the right move by him, too. Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From the stretch. Now the pitch. Hey, struck him out. Did he foul tip it again? Not this time. He struck him out. Blocked by Contreras. And the Brewers with a big finish. In the 9th, Devin Williams loads the bases and then strikes out Ozzie Albies to end it. Wow. In front of a huge crowd here tonight. 4-3 the final on a big night for Sal Frelick. Brewers even the series. Back with the totals and the summaries after this on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.